Hello, people. Today, I'd like to share the best art advice today. Art advices changes every day for me, at least, because I'm constantly changing and growing. Hopefully, you are as well. So, let's get into some pictures. So, yeah, you're changing daily. So, the art advice and ideas that worked yesterday might not work today. So, what is the latest piece of great advice I've heard that worked for me today? So, I heard this thing called cultivate your love for art on a deviant art podcast. I think it's episode 12. So, it's really inspiring for me, this idea, because again, I don't like motivation or stuff like that because it's kind of forcing you to do a thing, and your mind and your personality will just reject things that force upon you, right? You better start things from the inside of you, right? I might sound a bit weird today because I think I have a cold, but no biggie. Still one video a day commitment, right? So cultivate your love for art. If you like it, you do it, right? Makes so much sense. So, but it's one of those things that is easier said than done. So, how do you love art? So, at first, at least for me, probably it's like a real relationship, right? You fall in love with it, yeah, everything was great. Then, within the midterm, something happened. Maybe you discovered something you didn't like about it, or maybe you misunderstood it, right? So, you start to have arguments with art, right? I hate you, and stuff like that. And eventually, you might end that relationship with art, but again, you might be back together again. You might go back to art at some part of your life. So this model actually explains part of my life and some people's journey, right? You're on and off about art. This is why it happens, right? And then you discover something more about it, and then maybe you learn to love it again. So you started to do art again. So actually, I might suggest actually love and hate is the same emotion. You need to understand. If you move it towards the positive side, you're going to call it love, right? But what happens if you put it on the negative side? So it's hate. Sorry. So you have to understand that actually, if you are hating it, you're actually loving it as well. So at least you have emotion towards it, right? You have to understand this concept. So if you hate art, you're like, oh, I hate art this moment. What does it mean? It actually means you love it less than you have, right? In that particular moment. So you might not be actually hating it, right? You're loving it less. Yeah, some mind tricks there. So how do you love it more or cultivate it? Well, the thing I suggest today is to take a piece of paper and write down why you like. Let me look at my piece of paper. Why I like, why you like the art, right? Or me, I love the art, right? So the answer is different for everyone. So you might have your answer. So, but I definitely will share mine today. So the number one thing I thought about and I wrote down, right, was I have control in art because a lot of times life you can't control anything, right? You can't control who's being your parents. You can't control you're a boy or a girl, right? But in art, everything's possible, right? So it's an outlet for me to play the control game, right? To play God, actually, right? To control night and day, emotions, tell stories the way I want, right? I like that about art. And then the other thing which is important for me is art is fair, right? Because you could put in into art and then it reflects in your work, and that's it. It's always fair. It's not like gambling or relationship with another actual person. They may betray you, and then your investment might not worth any, right? If it's gambling, you might invest a lot and then you lose it in a second. But whereas art is, it always came with a certain rate, right? You put in time to learn, you're gonna get something out of it every time, right? Maybe it's a little bit every time, but it certainly stacks up, right? So now you have your answers. It's easier to convince yourself to stay in this love-hate relationship, right? But realize that the perks of this relationship, I would like to state out that it's a lifelong relationship, definitely. And then it won't be going away, right? Because it's with a thing. Uh, you could have a relationship with a person, but they could leave you, right? That's just a fact, right? And then this thing, art, is gonna stay with you until you're dead, right? So why not spend some emotional time or investment to cultivate it? So it made a lot of sense to me. And you like it, you're gonna do it every day, right? You're gonna think about it and how to improve on it. So I think it's a really good advice to cultivate on art. Love it. So if you want to listen to this guy ramble more, you can click on the blog down there at the link, and then that's it for today. Hopefully this helped you on your art journey as well. And then yeah, might you could definitely tell me what do you think about this comment as well. Maybe you're like, it's crap, I don't like it, I just hate it anyways. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.